Welcome to School Bookkeeping Part 6. In this part, we shall be looking at selling of books by schools, even though the school may not have a bookshop. They buy books that are recommended for use by the school to the students and sell them. We shall be creating inventory account sets, creating a list of suppliers to buy from, because if you are going to buy books, you must first of all have a supplier that will sell the books to you, and the books must be bought according to the subjects that are offered by the students. And then we buy the books, and when we have bought the books, is when we have them in stock that we can sell. And when we sell, SQL-Ledger is very, very intelligent enough that it will now go ahead and deduct each time there's a sale of books. It will deduct a quantity, and the quantity that has been sold will be deducted. So you'll be left with only the quantities that are not sold. I decided to do this demo because of the schools that I've visited or schools that I've worked with. I discover selling of books has become a nightmare. Most times these books are sold, but the quantity that's remaining is very difficult to be accounted for, either because some of those staff will bring in their own books to the school and sell and return the money to their pockets without reducing it from the quantity that is there. So at the end of the day, you will see that there are many books left unsold and the money is nowhere to be found. This software will help to remove that type of problem from those that are stealing from the school, so to say. The software will list those that the books were bought from and the quantity they buy, the amount they paid, and the amount that was received. This will be tracked by the software. So we have the following suppliers that we have to create in the software. Let's go to the software and see. From here, I have done the most of the creation already. Like I want to know the students. Let's check to see whether we have students. Yes, these are the students that we have here who are going to buy the books. And let's look at the vendors, those that are going to the suppliers that are going to sell the books to us. Once we click, you will see these are the suppliers. We've entered them. We are shown them here already. This is the list, but I have created them already to make this demonstration very short one, not to make it a very long demonstration. So the next thing we need to look at too, that needs to be in place before we can go ahead and sell, is to create the products that will meet up with the sale. So if I click here and continue, I will notice the list of all the books that the students will require have been listed here with their sales price and the purchase price. This is the last price is the same thing as the purchase price, and this is the price that we are selling the books for all of them. And secondly, we have also customized the software. We have grouped all the books now into JSS1, JSS2, JSS3, JSS1, 2, 3, such that it's very, very easy for us to sell the books. We can also customize this software in such a way that you cannot sell negative quantities. This I have not done. The names are here, But when you are dealing with a POS, this is not the POS we remove money from. This is a POS for selling books faster. So we can, since we are selling on cash, once you put the name of the customer as cash customer, you will see you will be presented with this. You will need to select the account receivable to record. And this is done in case there are so many people. Once you ask the name, the class of the students, you can be able to come here and select. So far, we have not bought the books. So let us go ahead and, sorry, let me also explain that these are the subjects that are being offered by the students: music, financial accounting, chemistry, physics, biology, introductory technology, and CRK. Now, we are going to purchase the books, but this is the quantity. These are the quantities that we're going to purchase. So let us go ahead and purchase before we start selling. And to purchase the books, we go to accounts payable, vendor invoice. Let's look at, first of all, we start with Doyo Music, where we buy the music books. Once you type Doyo and press enter, it will pull up all the necessary information. And from here, you can put a description to say purchase of music books. Then we put a percentage sign here, percentage sign, so that this will go ahead and pull out all the music books. This is the list of all the books. So for us here, we look for the music books. Start from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll click on continue. It will now populate here. This is the price that we are going to buy the books. The quantity we want to buy, we are told to buy 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, and this is the quantities. We can put the date as let's backdate it to November. Once we click on update, the total will be given to us. This is the amount we are buying from the Doyo Music, 25 copies each. And once we click on post, the software will post. Let us go ahead and check the other one, the other publishers. From here, I put a Big Brothers publishers. Let's take the church publishers. The church publishers are here. So what we do is the same thing: purchase of CRK books. We can also put a percentage sign here so that we pick the CRK books that we're going to buy. See them here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we click on continue. We are also buying 25 copies, 25 copies each. Now we can update and we click on post, and that will post automatically. Let us look for the other publishers. Let's look at the science publishers so that we'll buy all the science books. Purchase of science books, and we go down here to get the quantity, the books. We can select all the science books Let me select all this so that I will select those that I'm not using, I'm not in need of. Yes, I bought these ones, I don't need the other ones, so I'll just uncheck this. I'm not buying financial accounting from them. I've already got Doyo Music, so I'm going to remove all of this. Exercise books, no, I'm not buying from them, so I'll remove that. And once I've removed that, these are the ones that are remaining. The science books, I'm supposed to buy 25, but I think the other ones are 30. So let's say I'll buy 30 for all of them. So once I click on continue, all this will be brought up here for me. I will purchase all science books. I will go to the date and change it to the first and click on update. I'm buying 30 copies each. So I will take my time and indicate the quantity. The quantity of the books that I'll purchase. Quantity of the books that I'll purchase. Now, haven't listed the quantities, or there are some here that the quantities have not been, imputed. Therefore, I'm going to select the quantity so that when we order for them, by and large, let me say that we have by cost setting processes that are supposed to be followed. I'm supposed to request for a quotation, and when there's a quotation, I check the prices, and if I agree with them before I send my sales order, this I have, by quoted. It is assumed that all these processes were followed before arriving at these prices here. So, having got this, I can now click on post, and this is the amount that we are owed. Then we need to go to another publishers so that we buy the books. We are going to go to Big Brothers and buy the books. Like we did, we put a description here. You can say exercise books. Now we click on the percentage sign and we go in again. You can see that we have a lot of the exercise books, but they are the same. We have 80 leaves and we have 80 leaves and we have 60 leaves. So from here we can also click on continue. So how many copies are we going to buy? In this particular one, we are going to get 1,000 copies each. 1,000 copies each of these books. And 1,000 copies, because exercise book is something that student can buy and use. Repeatedly. Once we click on update, this is the price, very high for a small school like this, and from here we can click on the date and make sure we change the date to the first. Yes. Now, once we change that, we can click on post. Let us now look at the books. Let's see which one has not yet been bought. We go to goods and services and click on parts. Let us check the on-hand books and we click. You can see that the quantity now is here, 30, 30. So which one has not been bought? Let's see the active. When we click on active and we click on continue, yes, we can see that we are yet to buy financial accounting books. So let us go and buy the financial accounting books. Click on vendors, big brothers who have sold that, they are selling the financial accounting books as well. Financial accounting books. We click here and put the percentage and press enter. Then we select the financial accounting books 1, 2, 3, and we click on continue. Continue, we change the date to the 1st of November, and the quantity that we're going to buy is 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Good. Now we can now click on update. The software will update and we click on post. Now we've got all the books in store. It is now that we can be able to sell the books. To sell the books, let's start with going to the POS. POS is the easy way to sell the books. And the beauty of SQL-Ledger is that this can be given to various staff who will just use their iPad and punch in the books. So many people can be able to operate using their browsers on their iPads or their iPhones, and be able to log in and make a sale with the money being collected by the cashier, of course. So from here, if you click on this cells here, the first student that comes, if you look at the price group here, is in SSS2. So assuming we want to sell, I will select the account receivable as a books. Then I'll go to SSS2. If I click here, the whole books for SSS will come out. I don't need to go ahead. You can see the quantities that are available here. So I need to click on this to select all of the quantity, the books rather. Once I click, I know that this is the quantity the software is showing me that is on hand to allow me to sell. So what I do need to do is, what about the books? The SS2 students are expected to get 15 exercise books, that's the 80 leaves, and 15 of the 60 leaves. Once you update, the bill should be computed automatically. Now what happens next? What we do here next is to collect the money. We collect the money here. We are not selling on credit once we are using the POS here. So once we press the money here, we are going to collect it by cash. Once we update, you should be able to see this go away. It means that we have paid for this. So what we do is, if we have a POS printer attached, we click here and print. This is how the printout will look like. You can see the paid amount and so on. So once that is printed, it will be given. So without the printer being attached, once the money is paid, this is what we are going to do. Let's go ahead and post. Once you click on post, you can see nothing is owed here. So what happens? Let's look at our report. If you click on the report, let's look at the trial balance. click on the account, you will see that we have 18,700 in the main cash, and the inventory, the inventory has been reduced by 710. That is the quantity. The cost have been reduced. Then the sales, we have earned 18,700. Cost is 7,100. This is what we have sold the books to. So what we can do, we can also check the income statement, and you will see it being built up. You can see this is what is happening. We can click on the balance sheet, and the report is also the same way. Let us look at the report for the sale of the books. We go here and click on part. Let's select the on hand quantity. Let's select the books that on SS2. Let me see. Once we click, the quantity should come up. You can see each of them have been reduced. Each of the books, the quantity has been reduced by 1. So, in a nutshell, this is how the books can be sold. The books can also be sold in bulk to the students. You can pick up all of this. For example, the students in let's say the students of JSS 1, I will generate an invoice. This is JSS 1, but I want it to go to the books account. I will select, I'm going to bill all of them together at the same time. So JSS 1, I will click on and select JSS 1 here, and let me click on update to bring only the books for JSS 1. I will select and click on continue. I know that for JSS 1, the exercise book they need is always 12. They need 12 of each of that. That's the only thing I need to change. I can click on update, and it will show me that each of the students in JSS 1 will be billed 1284. So let's click on generate. When we come here, JSS 1 we select, and we click on continue, and the software will build. It has built all of these. Then you say generate. You can see their books, the list has been generated, has been sold, but has not been paid for. Let's generate another one for JSS 2. JSS 2, I will select here, sale of books. I will select JSS 2. These are the books, and I'll click on continue. Yes, JSS 2 also get 12 books. And once we click on generate, we must select JSS 2 here and click on continue. From this, we click on generate, and it has built. So if we want to see the quantity, or rather the students that are owing, rather from this, we can go to account receivable reports, transactions, and I want to see everything. I want to see amount due. Once you click on continue, you should be able to see this is the quantity. You can see this student had paid. That was the previous one. You can see those that have are yet to pay listed here. In this situation, once you book them like this, what you can do is you can go to receipt or receipts, and once you select the JSS 1, you will see that it has, you will not see anything. You select the books, you can now see the students that are here. Let's assume that all of them will pass paid. You can just click a button. You can see with a click of a button, and where that money is going to go to is what we print here. the source has been given here for us, we can put a memo here and we can receive this money at the same time. Once we click on post, that account will be updated automatically. If you now click on the report now, you should see nothing because no student is owing. You can see nobody is owing. But let's assume that I want to see those that purchased and have paid. You can see these are those that have purchased and they have paid. You can see they have paid the amount, have paid. There's nothing due. The report, our trial balance is also being built up automatically. You can see the sales that we have made and the cost of that sales, the quantity that is remaining. We can also go in and check the quantity that is remaining here by clicking on active. It's going to bring everything up. We can go ahead and click on hand. Click on. You will see the quantity. So with this, it will be very easy for us to go ahead and check all the books that we have and see the quantities that we have sold and be able to keep a good account. We can print this out if we want. If we want it, we can print it out and it will print comfortably for us, and this will be good. You can see this has been done on the PDF. We can use this to go ahead and to check the physical stock that is on hand. So thank you for your attention. I will see you in my next video.